everyone, and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. We're getting deeper into spring. Weather is kind of cool today. It's sunny outside. It's beautiful outside, but it's cooler. It's supposed to warm up a little bit this week. And as it gets warmer, a lot of you guys, a lot of wine drinkers, gravitate towards white wines. And it's just natural. It's hot outside, warmer outside. You want to drink a white wine. It's more refreshing. And a lot of people don't drink reds when it's warm out in the summertime because it's a little too heavy. Unlike me, I'm a weirdo. I do white reds all year. I do whites all year. I do rosés all year. And maybe a lot of you do as well. We're going to look at a specific area of whites, and that would be white Bordeaux. Now, how many of you actually seek out white Bordeaux's? Just comment for me. I want to see comments. How many of you actually go to that area in the wine department and look for white Bordeaux? Now, what is white Bordeaux? Well, generally speaking, it's Semillon and Sauvignon Blanc, and it won't say that on the label. And this first one we're going to try actually has a few other things in it. But the two main grapes of white Bordeaux are Semillon and Sauvignon Blanc. And you're probably familiar with those. In fact, it's funny, but a long time ago in Washington State, you could get Semillon from almost every winery. They kind of quit doing that. It's a little grassier style white. But let's get started right away with the 2018 Chateau d'Arzac Vin de Bordeaux from Entre-deux-Mers. Now, Entre-deux-Mers is a region on the right bank in the south part, kind of right across from Graves on the left bank. And this is an interesting wine. It is 25% or 30% Sauvignon Blanc, 30% Muscadel, 25% Sauvignon Gris, and 15% Semillon. So it has the Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon. 30% of it is Muscadel and 25% of it Sauvignon Gris. Now Muscadel, they like to use that a lot in Entre-deux-Mers, and it adds definitely a different flavor profile to the wine. And this rolls in at, I believe it is, let's see, I got it written down right, $12. So 12 bucks. Let's look at the wine. Let's look at the color. Of course, I have bottles sitting on my piece of white paper. Why not? So this has got a little bit of a golden hue to it. It's not clear like you used to a lot of some. Can you see the golden hue to that one? Yeah, kind of nice. Interesting. Probably from the Muscadel, I would imagine. Let's see what we get on the nose. Oh, nice, oh, yeah. Get a little bit of grapefruit. There's an orange element coming through as well, like orange blossom almost. I get a little bit of that minerality coming through on the nose, which is very common in old world wines. You get a lot of minerality. Yeah, grapefruit pith, orange blossom. A little bit of dusty rock. Now, this is an 18, guys, so this already has 3 years on it. Let's see what we get on the palate. Definitely grapefruit pith on it. Got a nice little spicy, almost white pepper action on the backside. Really smooth. Softer style wine. It has acidity, but it's nicely integrated, and it's not, it doesn't pucker your mouth up. Some people like that linear kind of cut your tongue acidity. I do sometimes, but this is really pleasant. This is really soft, but not too soft. It has the grapefruit pith, a little apple component. I thought I got that on the nose, but it's there. And then that kind of orange blossom is very nicely, adds a nice dimension to this one is what I'm trying to say. So it has that grapefruit pith, not the actual, and some white grapefruit. And then it has the orange blossom and the white pepper on the finish. Doesn't get a lot of minerality off of this one. It's a little bit of a, like a wet stone thing, but not a huge part of it. Just a touch, just a tiny touch of cut grass. Now, I think this is a great wine. This is a dangerous wine. You'd pop this one, you could drink this bottle easily. Warm summer day, out on the lawn, on the back porch, whatever you want to do. A lot of people would call this a porch pounder, but just a nice wine and a very good price. What did I say, 12 bucks? Yeah, $12. It'd be a nice change of pace. It has a little weight in the mouth, which is really cool. So you get this kind of, you get a combination of, you know, nicely indicated acidity, but it's not cutting. You get the freshness and a little bit of weight in the mouth from the muscadel. You get the orange blossom and the apple and the grapefruit, white grapefruit and grapefruit pith. I like that wine. I like it. Like I said, dangerous. Danger, Will Rogers. Yeah, 12 bucks. Good play. Like this wine. Solid wine. I'm going to go B+. I think it's a really good wine for the money. Excellent. Let's move on. This is the... Oh, I wanted to say something about this Chateau d'Arzac. Evidently, they have one of the oldest winemakers in the world. He's 81. Now, I don't know when the article I read about it was written, but anyway, he's one of the oldest winemakers in the world, and I probably should show you the label. I'm getting all excited here, guys. Forgive me. Now, we're going to move on to the F. Feinpont Bordeaux Blanc, 100% Sauvignon Blanc. This is also a 2018. Very interesting. There you go. This rolls in at, I believe, $14. Boy, I like that Chateau d'Arzac. What a great little wine. That's what I'd call an 80%er. I think 80% of the people that drink that would like it. Sauvignon Blanc drinker would like it. Not quite as high in acid like a, let's say, a New Zealand Sauv Blanc, but it still has nice, pleasant freshness. I like it. Let's move on to this one. The F. Feinpont Bordeaux Blanc, 100% Sauvignon Blanc. Again, this has a golden color to it. A little golden hue going on there. A little darker than the one before. Not too much, though. Nice little golden hue. Yeah. Let's see what we get on the nose. So Sauvignon Blanc, you know, and this is a rough thing. Hopefully the wine store you go to, they have a wine steward that can tell you what's in these wines. I think that's what stops a lot of people from buying, maybe trying a Bordeaux Blanc, because they don't realize it's maybe, like in this case, 100% Sauvignon. This one has the Muscadel, the Sauvignon Gris in it, but still Semillon and Sauv Blanc, because they don't say it on the label. By the way, I wonder if this one does mention anything about being Sauvignon Blanc. Not that I can see right off the bat. This has a little grassiness on the nose. This leans more towards honeydew, melon. I get a lot of sort of apple, more red apple and green and melon. There's an interesting, not quite fig, not quite nuts. It's kind of right in that channel kind of area. Yeah, that's what we get on the palate. Yeah, it's funny. The just barely grapefruit comes through on the back side of this one. This is super fresh. A lot more acidity on this one, but you know, it's not zingy acidity. It's more, keeps it fresh. This would be, oh, talk about. So like this one to me is just a like porch pounder. Maybe have some Asian noodles with this. It has enough of that orange blossom thing going on. This one would be definite shellfish wine, mussels, clams, oysters. Super fresh. A little bit of lime coming through on this one. Nice kind of wet stone gravel thing going on the finished backside of this. Just a tiny kiss of grass. A lot of citrus on this one. This is citrus driven for sure. I get a little lime, a little lemon, a little orange, all kind of combined together. A little potpourri of citrus flavors. With a tiny spine of grapefruit barely coming through, and then that kind of crushed rock thing going on the backside. This is classic old world style Sauvignon Blanc. It's not Sancerre. but it does have it has some Sancerre-esque type things to it from Bordeaux. 100% Sauvignon Blanc, really solid wine, good balance. Like I said, good acidity, nice balance of acidity, minerality, and fruit notes. A little white flower thing going on, and just a kiss of barely of grass. Solid Sauvignon Blanc. $14. I'm going to go B+ on this one as well. I think a lot of people, this is a good way to get people to try a white Bordeaux. I know a lot of people like Sauvignon Blanc, and if you have, like I said, if you have a sign on the product saying, hey, this is 100% Sauvignon Blanc, and it's, you know, $14, I noticed lately that some of the New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs are starting to creep up into the $16, $17, $18 range. I still have a few in the $10 to $12, but, you know, $14 is a fair price for this Sauvignon Blanc. Like I said, you could porch pound this, but a little more serious because of the acidity. B+. 2 B+ wines, white Bordeaux. Again, comment to me, let me know how many of you actually search out white Bordeaux's, or if you don't, why? Is it because you don't know what's in it? You know, that could be. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day. I appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm getting more subscribers. I really like it. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.